Many have tried, many have failed, only one has ever succeeded. This is Ninja Warrior of Halo!
Hello guys and welcome back to Ninja Warrior of Halo. I'm Hunt Unit 751. So far, we've seen 80 challengers take on the first stage with mixed results. Although 73 challengers have failed, we have seen 7 competitors succeed, joining Alpha Puma and Lethal Lizard and Red Alice 13, who all made it in the first 2 episodes. 4 more competitors moved on and have advanced to the second stage, including 2 newcomers, but 2 established veterans as well. Killer the Man, who put on an impressive debut performance in the last tournament, and iGameTypes, the joint most experienced competitor of all time, who flew round the course with the fastest time so far. Today, the final 20 challengers will take on Stage 1 in the last ever episode on the Xbox 360. For some, this will be their last ever appearance on the course. So, will they retire on a high note? Let's head back to the start line to see who has what it takes to advance. Kicking off today's episode though is not one of the veterans, it's a newcomer, J Eagles 2003. He's got 90 seconds to beat 8 obstacles and he's failed the very first step. Oh, that's unfortunate because he just watched Shadier Degree beat stage 1. That's quite funny. Next up is another newcomer, Psy X Karma, and now the music has started. 90 seconds, 8 obstacles, bit of lag, but he's off, and he makes the... Oh god, he's going for the full technique. We saw this in the last episode. Oh, but he doesn't make it work. He almost made it work, but he slipped off the 5th step. That's 2 newcomers down already. Next up is the first of our veterans, Master Nuramak. This guy has proven to be a phenomenon in his 2 appearances so far, making it to stage 2 in both of his appearances so far, and in the last tournament, as you saw there, he made it to the 3rd stage for the first time, failed the cliffhanger, but he finished in 4th place. An incredible performance, and now he's looking to go even further today. He also has a little bit of pressure on him because his brother, Lethal Lizard, has beat stage 1 for the first time today, so now he also has the additional pressure of definitely having to beat stage 1, or his brother will have bragging rights. He's already flown over the first 3 obstacles, made the first 2 newcomers look like they're crap. Now for the jump hang. Oh, he has this technique that he always loves to do. It's the Shiratori technique, and he once again makes it look clean. Didn't even slide when he landed on that bottom column, and he always goes underneath. That's his trademark. That's what makes him unique. That's what makes him stand out from the crowd. The loop-de-loop is new, but it hasn't really caused any problems. And nor has the reverse fly, though it did take out Snoz in the last episode. But he's over it as well. And he's onto the warped wall. Can he get up it first time? Yes, he can. Flying up it. Nuramak is, for this only being his 3rd appearance, he has already established himself as a seasoned veteran who knows his way around this course. And it is another impressive stage 1 performance by Nuramak. 12.4 seconds left on the clock. And for the 3rd time in a row, he beats stage 1 very comfortably. Fantastic performance by Master Nuramak. Didn't really have any problems. It was smooth and steady all the way through. He flew across the sextuple steps, didn't stop at all on there. Rolling ball in control, jump hang, used his usual technique and landed point blank. Didn't even slide on the column. No problems getting underneath. And once again, Nuramak has booked his place in the 2nd stage. How far will he go in this tournament? Will he be able to get his revenge on the cliffhanger? We'll find out soon enough. From one veteran to another. Next up is Cam 2602, back for his 6th appearance on the course. He has made it to the 2nd stage in both of the last 2 tournaments, running out of time on the vehicle ramps on both occasions. If I had to come up with a nickname for every competitor, I definitely know what Cam's nickname would be. That would be the King of Slow, because 4 of his 5 previous runs have ended with him running out of time. He's ran out of time on the warped wall twice and ran out of time on the vehicle ramps in both of the last 2 tournaments. The only time he's failed he's actually failed an obstacle, was in Tournament 13 when he failed the jump hang. So speed is definitely the issue when it comes to Cam, but he's doing great at the moment, flies onto the jump hang, and now we're going to fast forward onto the walked wall. As I say, he's failed this twice before, but he's beaten it again today. 3 times in a row he's beaten it now. Final steps, lands it nicely, and it looks like Cam, the seasoned Englishman, he's becoming a bit of a seasoned veteran now as well. He beats stage 1 like Nuramak for the 3rd tournament in a row. Well done to Cam. Will it be 3rd time's the charm this time round for Cam on stage 2 and the vehicle ramps? Now we're moving on to our next competitor, Steam Kills, with a couple of exits, who is the final newcomer to take on the Xbox 360 Stage 1 course. How will this newcomer do? Will he be the 3rd newcomer to advance to the 2nd stage in this tournament? Which would be the first time we've had 3 newcomers move on since Tournament 2, I'm pretty sure. What the hell is he doing, by the way? He's friggin' shooting every step as he makes it. This is clearly wasting time. I'm feeling like taking back the comment I just made because this guy seems like a wally. Anyways, onto the rolling ball. Oh, he's shooting it. Oh, okay, you could really stop shooting it, Steve. He hung on, but then he fell off at the end. Oh, it's almost poetic that that a newcomer, the last ever newcomer, fails the rolling ball. Well, we're now down to just veterans. All the newcomers are gone. And next up is a blast from the past. The next competitor is former Halo Reach veteran Irish 1200, making his first appearance on the course since Tournament 7. He made his debut back in Tournament 3, and in 5 appearances on the Halo Reach course, he beat Stage 1 once in Tournament 6. He became renowned on this course for his dedication and love for the show, constantly training, and he built up a really loving friendship with both myself and XDomX, and continuously trained with Dom for future tournaments. On Stage 2, however, he didn't manage to make it as he just fell short at the very end on the vehicle ramps. His last appearance in Tournament 7, he failed the jump hang in Stage 1, and after that, he mysteriously disappeared off Xbox, never to be seen again. But thanks to the help of Dom, Irish has returned for this final Xbox 360 tournament. So, how will he fare on his comeback? I couldn't believe it when Dom had told me that Irish was going to be able to make a run on the course. It's incredible to see him back, and donning his old green armour. How will Irish fare? 6th appearance on the course, first since Tournament 7, and his first proper look, bar a little bit of practice that he had at this Stage 1. This course has completely changed since Irish last competed on the course, but he's onto the rolling ball. He failed the old version of this twice on the Halo Reach course, but now this version is even harder, but he handles it very nicely. Now for the cross bridge. He's never attempted an obstacle like this before, and he's clearly a little bit nervous about it. Come on, Irish, just commit and go for it. Yes, just about. But he is really low on time here. 40 seconds. He's used up a lot of his time already. Now for the jump hang. This is where he failed in his last appearance in Tournament 7. He goes for it. He jumps. No, Irish! Oh, he's down. He's down on the jump hang. It's a repeat of where he failed in Tournament 7. Oh, well, we all would have loved it if Irish could succeed. It would have been a dream for him to make it on his return to the course, but the reality of it is his lack of practice has cost him. You can see here he jumped just a little bit too early, and like Ironbug in episode 1, he just fell short on that higher ledge, and Irish is out. Well, following Irish's tragic defeat, we mustn't forget that earlier we did see Master Nuramak and Cam2602 successfully defeat the first stage, and their success opened the floodgates. Because following their success, more veterans succeeded. First, we saw Sideshow Freak, who announced prior to his run that this will be his last appearance on the course, and he got his farewell run off to the perfect start as he beat Stage 1 comfortably with 6.1 seconds left on the clock, and it was the 5th time he's beat Stage 1 on the Halo 4 course, which means he has a 100% success rate on the Halo 4 course on Stage 1. Next, from one of the established veterans to one of the new rising stars in Gotenks. Getting a pat on the back from Puma and Smokey there. He ran out of time on Stage 1 in the last tournament, and it was almost a repeat performance as he just barely made it in time, finishing with just over a second left on the clock. But he is advancing for the 2nd time in 3 tournaments to the 2nd stage. Next we had Expose, another of the new rising stars. He also failed Stage 1 in the last tournament, but like Gotenks, he got his revenge this time round, finishing with 4.1 seconds left on the clock. And for him, this is his 3rd time in 5 appearances, advancing to the 2nd stage. Next we had another experienced veteran in Soul Reaper 1025, who was today making his 11th appearance on the course, I believe. He has yet to confirm whether he'll be back for the Xbox One tournaments, so if this is potentially his last ever appearance on the course, he has also got it off to a great start, finishing with 8.8 seconds left on the clock, and for the first time in his career, beating Stage 1 in back-to-back appearances. Next we had iSpiteful, who has been a true phenomenon on the Halo 4 course, and proved to once again as he beat Stage 1 comfortably for the 7th straight tournament in a row, and in doing so set another new record as being the only competitor to compete in every single Halo 4 tournament and beat Stage 1 in every single one of those tournaments. How far will Spiteful go this time round on Tournament 16? Next we had Buddy Jumps, the Grand Champion, one of 2 Grand Champions on Smokey Massacre's Halo Ninja Warrior course. He missed the last tournament, but he made it to the cliffhanger in Tournament 14 and finished in 2nd place in that tournament. And he made it look like he'd never been away as he flew around the whole course, finishing with 16 seconds left on the clock, which is currently the 2nd fastest time. And we can look forward to seeing how far Buddy will go. This was his 3rd appearance, and for the 3rd time he beat Stage 1, keeping up his perfect record. Will Buddy be able to get his revenge on the cliffhanger this time round? Finally, we saw the man who shocked all of us in the last tournament when he finished in 1st place, beating everybody else. However, for Sane the Legend, it looked dangerous to begin with, as he almost lagged off the rolling ball and only just made it on the cross bridge. But after that, he picked up his performance and he was comfortable throughout, flying over the jump hang and completing the course with a nice little technique on the walked wall. And he will be advancing for the 2nd tournament in a row to the 2nd stage, and looking to go even further than he did last time. Well, after that incredible flurry of success, we've now made it to the final 7 competitors on Stage 1. And these final 7 spots have gone to arguably the 7 best competitors of all time on Ninja Warrior of Halo. These 7 men have proven to be the most experienced, most consistent, and most successful of all time. For some of them, this will be their final ever appearance on the course before retiring. So, will they have what it takes to succeed on their last appearance? Will all of the 7 have what it takes to make it to the 2nd stage one last time on the Xbox 360? Stepping up is the first of the final 7. First up is Dusterbuster 2K, back for his 12th appearance on the course, which makes him the 5th most experienced competitor of all time. Duster made his debut all the way back in Tournament 3, and although in his first 5 appearances he failed Stage 1 every time, he continued to come back, continued to train, and his dedication and determination was never in doubt. And in Tournament 8, that training and dedication finally paid off as he was able to beat Stage 1 for the first time and advance to the 3rd stage. And in fact, he beat a stage which saw only 4 people succeed on. In Tournament 11, he showed off his incredible resilience again as he got stuck on a bump on the Tarzan slide, but rather than give up, he pushed on, was able to get over it, and then was able to complete stage 1 in that tournament as well. Although his overall record on this course is not that impressive, with just 3 stage 1 clears in 11 attempts and only 1 attempt at the 3rd stage, it is Duster's incredible resilience, determination, dedication and love and support for this show, which has seen him become one of the most recognised and established veterans of all time on this course. However, he hasn't competed since Tournament 13 when he made it to the vehicle ramps in Stage 2. So, after a 2-tournament absence, will Duster have what it takes to beat Stage 1 one last time on the 360? It's good to see Duster back, having unfortunately not been able to compete in the last 2 tournaments despite training for both of them. However, Duster is back today, hoping, like Soul actually, to beat Stage 1 in back-to-back appearances for the first time in his career. He has been... Although, like I say, although he's only beat Stage 1 3 times, he has been consistent. He's made it to the warped wall in every single one of his appearances since Tournament 7. He's actually failed the last obstacle, I think, 3 times in his career as well, so he hasn't had that luck either. He definitely could have had a few more Stage 1 clears if he'd had a bit of luck on his side. He's onto the cross bridge though. He attempted this into... Oh, Duster! He only just made that! I was going to say he has experience on that obstacle. He attempted it in Tournament 13, but it's harder now. Now for the jump hang. Goes for it, he jumps. Oh no, he misheads it! No, Duster! Duster's gone on the jump hang! Oh, that's the earliest he's failed on the course since Tournament 6. It's the first time since Tournament 6 he's not made it to the warped wall. Duster's return to the course has ended tragically like it did for Irish's. Irish jumped too early, Duster jumped too late and hit the front of the trampoline. And it's all over before it even begun for Duster. Oh, it's so unlucky for Duster. But now, let's see if our next competitor will have what it takes to avenge Duster. The next competitor to take on the course, and the 95th so far in this tournament, is Double Ump, the godfather of Halo jumping. Back today for his 11th appearance on this course, and he's been competing on these Halo jumping courses since 2009, more than 6 years ago. In his 10 previous appearances on this course, he's beat Stage 1 6 times and made it to the 3rd stage 5 times, including once in Tournament 8 when he finished in 1st place in that tournament, being one of only 7 competitors to have ever achieved that feat in 15 previous tournaments. So Ump has proven to be one of the top competitors of all time on this course, and is currently on an incredible run of form, because in his last 3 appearances he's made it to the 3rd stage every time and got further and further each time, which has culminated in him making it to the cliffhanger in the last 2 tournaments. So if he can keep up this trend, Ump could potentially set his best ever performance on the course today. The question is, will this old war dog have what it takes? Well, if Drago is Mr. Consistent, Ree is the Grand Champion, then Ump is the godfather of Halo jumping. Cometh the hour, cometh the man, cometh the Double Ump. He just knows how to do this course. He knows how to do all jumping courses, having been round the block and back again and back again and back again. He's just been doing it that long for so many years. He knows how to do it, although I'm quite surprised his connection. He didn't lag his way across the ball there, that's surprising. He's finally got himself some good internet. He's onto the cross bridge, flies over that. He landed really nicely there. Jump hang, should have no problems with this either. Goes for it, takes a huge leap and makes it nicely. Yeah, if there's one man you know will have prepared for the course or know what to do, it's Double Ump, because he's been doing it for so many years. He's onto the loop-de-loop. He said this obstacle was going to be easy for him, and sure enough it is easy. But what about the reverse fly? Can he handle this? Yes he can! Oh my god, he made that look so easy! Onto the warped wall, goes for it, and he's up in first time! Come on, Ump! Ump, the old warhorse, war dog, the old man of Halo jumping, the godfather of Halo jumping, beat Stage 1 in style once again. 9.6 seconds left on the clock. Very well done to Ump. Another impressive performance. His 7th stage 1 clear in 11 appearances. Fantastic stuff by Double Ump. Once again, no problems at all on the course. Flew through all of the obstacles with no trouble whatsoever. His run on the reverse fly here, he landed so far on the landing platform. And once again, Double Ump is advancing to the second stage. Will Ump's success prove to be the catalyst that reopens the gate for more victories? Well, next up is the last of the veterans. The next competitor and the fifth last to run stage 1 is Elite MKB, the former Halo Pro racer and still established sim racer, who has become one of the most consistent and most successful competitors of all time on Ninja Warrior of Halo. He's today making his 12th appearance on the course, and in 11 previous attempts he's made it to the second stage 7 times and the third stage 6 times, the first of which came all the way back in Tournament 6 on Halo Reach. Elite has consistently put in strong performances, which culminated in him making it to the cliffhanger for the first time ever in the last tournament. He's a man renowned for trying to go fast whenever he can, and although that has been his downfall on a couple of occasions, he's consistently put in top 10, top 5 finishes, and is a prime example of being a competitor who doesn't necessarily have to come from a jumping background or run obstacle courses or compete in obstacle courses all the time in order to be a top competitor. So, the question now is, can Elite end his 360 career on a high? Elite MKB, he's been such a phenomenon, really. If you look at some of the other competitors like the Dragos, the Smokies, and Elite deserves to be up there with them for his consistent performances for many tournaments now. And he's not changed a bit in terms of his style as well. Always loves to go fast. Flew across the rolling ball there onto the cross bridge, and he gets off that very quickly as well. Now for the jump hang. He failed this 2 tournaments ago. Oh my god, he's going for the Normac technique. Oh, he's in a confident mood today. He fancies trying something different. Oh, he flipped. Oh, Elite, that could have gone badly wrong there. You see, he is prone to the occasional mistake, but he gets away with it. Onto the loop-to-loop. He says he likes this obstacle. I wonder why. He makes his way over to the other side, and now we're going to fast forward onto the warped wall, which has held him back a little bit here, but he's finally over it. Oh, he jumps into the man cannon. Oh, that could be risky. Is he going to get away with this? Yes, he is. I don't even know why I said that. He had got away with it. I'm a bit late to the party there. And Elite beats stage 1 with 11.4 seconds left on the clock. I kind of lost myself a bit there. Went a bit crazy. He beats stage 1 yet again. That's his 8th stage 1 clear. It's a fantastic performance yet again by Elite. He flew through the course in the first half, right into the rolling ball, right off the cross bridge, Noramacked his way onto the jump hang, which he's never done before. And although he did have the slight slip up there, he was able to recover from it. And although he also had trouble at the warped wall too, again, he was able to get over it eventually. Did cost him, yet again, this is the second tournament in a row, it's cost him a fast time. But it doesn't matter, Elite has booked his place yet again in stage 2. What's this? A walking human Spartan crab? Walking by itself? Oh no, it's the first of our All-Stars, ready and waiting at the start line. The next competitor is All-Star Smoky Massacre, back today for his 11th appearance on the course. He made his debut back in Tournament 5, and is a competitor who's undergone a real transformation on this course in his 10 previous attempts. In his first 5 appearances, he only beat stage 1 once in Tournament 6 and was not considered a real threat to the course. But in his next 5 appearances, since Tournament 11, he's made it to the 3rd stage in all 5 of those attempts, and in Tournament 14, he became only the 4th different person to make it to the final stage, just missing out on achieving total victory on the last jump. In the last tournament, however, he was not able to make it to the final stage for a 2nd tournament in a row, as he failed the new Devil's Jump on stage 3. But despite that defeat, Smokey is still widely considered the #1 competitor on this course after his performance in Tournament 14, and the most likely to go all the way. So, can Smokey live up to expectations in Tournament 16? Smokey Massacre, he has a lot of expectations. Much of them have been set by himself because he set himself such high standards. He's gone from being a competitor who just wanted to perform well on this course to now wanting to be a competitor that can go all the way, that can be the #1 on this course. Will he achieve that today? Will Tournament 16 be his tournament? He's going nicely so far, nicely over the crossbridge. He's got a little bit of lag at the moment, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. Onto the jump hang, he jumps. A little bit of lag, but he hangs nicely. Moving over the top. He's also a man who loves to go fast. He's learned how to run this course quickly. Onto the loop-to-loop. Lag is slowing him down a little bit though, but he's still fine. Onto the reverse fly. He will want to take revenge on this obstacle for Snaz, and sure enough he does. Now for the warped wall. Can he get up it first time? Yes he can. Despite the lag, he made it, and he's onto the final steps. He's gonna get a fast time here. He's not gonna beat game types this time, but can he get himself the second fastest time? Yes he can. 19.7 seconds left on the clock, and Smokey beats stage 1 for the 6th time in a row. The 7th time he's beaten stage 1 overall, and the 6th tournament in a row he's achieved it. Smokey Massacre, truly an incredible competitor. Is this the day Smokey will go all the way? Is this the first step on his road to total victory? His run was solid all the way through despite the lag. It's not normally Smokey has a nice clean run with his connection, but that wasn't the case today, as you could see on the jump hang and on the warped wall. But despite this, he had no real problems with any of the obstacles. The lag simply slowed him down, and arguably maybe he could have finished even faster. You can see here Alpha Puma is watching on, supporting Smokey, just as Smokey was supporting him when he beat stage 1. And no doubt Puma is extremely happy for Smokey, and I'm happy for him as well. Well done to Smokey Massacre, the first all-star through to the 2nd stage, and we'll be looking forward to seeing him in the later stages. Get the handkerchiefs at the ready, guys, because next up is the first of our retiring all-stars. Next up is All-Star Drago is Sick, the long-time Halo jumper, back for his 14th appearance on the course, which makes him the joint most experienced competitor of all time. He made his debut back in the first Halo Reach tournament in Tournament 2, and has arguably become the most consistent competitor of all time on this course, because in 13 previous attempts, he's managed to beat Stage 1 a record 10 times, and only failed Stage 1 3 times. What makes that even more impressive is 2 of those 3 Stage 1 failures came in his first 2 appearances. The last time he failed Stage 1 was back in Tournament 7, when he ran out of time on the warped wall. He's beat Stage 1 in every tournament he's competed in since then, and that means he's currently on a run of 7 straight Stage 1 clears. Although his record on the Halo 4 course isn't as impressive as others, as he's only made it past the 2nd obstacle in Stage 3 once back in Tournament 11, he is still one of only 4 competitors to have ever made it to the final stage, and he has always put in strong performances, finishing in 1st or 2nd on several occasions. However, despite all of this, he has spent almost his entire career in Re 95's shadow. Despite his attempts to try and become the #1, he's had his slip-ups, but he keeps coming back for more. He keeps pushing on to try and become better and do better than he did last time. However, after all these years of competing on Ninja Warrior of Halo and Spartan Warrior and all the other jumping courses, Drago has decided that this will be his last appearance on the course before he retires. Can he go out on a high and beat Stage 1 for a record 11th time in his career? Can he make it back to the final stage one last time and have a second crack at that tower and maybe achieve total victory? Drago is sick. Not wearing his usual armor today. He's gone back to, I believe, he says he's wearing his original armor that he wore in his first appearance on this course. I don't know why, but oh, Drago! He's going for it here on the. Oh, okay, I thought he was going to go all the way, but he skipped the second step there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's gone for the armor change, but oh well, we'll let Drago do whatever he wants because, well, he's Drago. He's been such a good competitor, such a consistent competitor as well, and it's been such a joy having watched him on Spartan Warrior before I got Ninja Warrior Halo going, and then to see him compete on my course and become a top competitor on my course was a true privilege. It's going to be sad to see him. Ooh, a little bit of slip up there, but he's fine. It's going to be really sad to see him go, but let's hope he can end his career on a high note. Loop to loop, going across up and down nicely. He's flying through the course at the moment. Onto the reverse fly. Come on, Drago. Yes, nicely done. Warped wall. Hasn't failed this since Tournament 7. He hasn't failed any of the... Oh! He doesn't get up it in his first attempt. Come on, Drago. You've got to get up it this time. Yes! I was going to say he hasn't failed any of these obstacles since Tournament 7. Because he is a machine. If there's one person you can bank on to beat Stage 1, then it's surely Drago. And he's done it yet again! 12 seconds left on the clock. And Drago beats Stage 1 for a record 11th time in his career. No one on the Xbox 360 has beat Stage 1 more times than him, and no one will now since he's beat Stage 1 today. Well done to Drago is sick. Fantastic performance yet again by him. He is Mr. Consistent on this course. He is a real star. He will be missed when he retires, and I hope he can go all the way back to the final stage again this time round. Just 2 competitors left to go now. Next up is a man who, quite frankly, needs no introduction because you just have to watch him. But I'm going to give him an introduction anyway. Next up is XDomDaBombX, the man who's arguably become my closest friend out of every competitor that's competed on Ninja Warrior of Halo. He is today making his record 14th appearance on this course and has widely established himself as arguably being the biggest troll of all time on this course. Whether it's doing spins, Michael Jackson moonwalks, walking backwards on balls, or just any crazy ideas he can come up with, his style of competing on this course has seen him become one of the most recognised and most entertaining competitors of all. But since the Halo 4 course started, he's also established himself as one of the most successful competitors. Because although he's only beat Stage 1 5 times, he's made it to the 3rd stage in all 5 of those attempts, and he's consistently got further and further each time. No doubt that's down to the continuous training he puts in. His dedication and support for this show is undeniable, and it's thanks to that dedication that he earned the greatest rank of them all in Tournament 14 when he was made an All-Star. However, like Drago, Dom has announced that this will be his last appearance on the course. So, can Dom mount the wall again and put in a solid performance, or will we see a repeat of what happened in the last tournament when he spent too much time messing around and shockingly ran out of time on the last obstacle in Stage 1? The first time since Tournament 10 he's failed the first stage. Can Dom get his revenge on Stage 1 this time round? Can he produce another personal best and make it further than ever before on Stage 3? Or could he do the unthinkable and could we see the derp make it to the final stage? XDomDaBombX. Truly, he's become one of my closest friends, and that's all down to Ninja Warrior of Halo. That's the sort of thing that can happen with Ninja Warrior of Halo. Meet some incredible people. It's British people as well. It helps that Dom's British. So like Elite as well. Getting to know these people who love Ninja Warrior as much as I do, and get to compete in their own little way by running this course. Get to be involved in it in their own little way, I mean. Can Dom beat Stage 1 this time around? I wanted Drago to succeed. I want all of the competitors that are retiring to succeed one last time today. Oh, he's messing around, smacks the mongoose. He wants to give it a goodbye smack before he never sees it again. Flies onto the jump hang very nicely there. Doesn't mess around by testing the trampoline like he did. Oh my god, Dom! Oh, do not scare me like that! You little wally. And the screen just went to utter shit then for a second then. I do apologise. Loop to loop. A little bit slow getting off there, but he's fine. Reverse fly. He was having a little bit of trouble with this in practice, but he gets it on the real thing, and the screen goes to shit again. Dom's hacked the video. Now for the warped wall. No! Come on, Dom! He's had so many troubles with the warped wall in the past, but he's not going to let it beat him this time! Oh, and he's doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk. He knows he's going to make it now. The time is running out. The klaxon sounds for 8 seconds, but he's going to make it. It's brilliant. It's incredible. It's perfect from Dom. He beats stage 1 one last time. 6.5 seconds left on the clock. Well done to X-Dom to Bomb X. He's incredible. He's brilliant. He is perfect. He is X-Dom to Bomb X. Well done to Dom. He does what he knows how to do. It's become instinct for him to beat stage 1. This is why he was made an all-star. Fantastic performance by Dom. Not the fastest, and there were a couple of close calls on the jump hang, and then he had to take 2 attempts at the warped wall. But despite that, he still managed to make it in the end, and he was able to have a little fun at the end as well, moonwalking into the man cannon before he climbed to victory. Congratulations to Dom. He'll be moving on to the second stage once again. Can he produce a personal best on his last ever appearance? As the camera moves in between the towers, through the Sasuke sign to the start line for one last time. At the end of it all, there is one man left to run the course. The final ever competitor to take on Stage 1 on the Xbox 360, and the 1000th competitor ever to run the course on Ninja Warrior of Halo. Who else was it going to be but Re95, the Spartan Warrior veteran and Ninja Warrior of Halo Grand Champion. The only competitor to have ever gone all the way and achieved total victory. The only man to have ever successfully climbed the final stage tower in time, which he achieved back in Tournament 4, and earning the right to sit on the throne at the top of the tower with the title that he so righteously deserved. And since becoming Grand Champion, he has continued to push on. He's today making his 14th appearance on the course. In 13 previous attempts, he's beat Stage 1 9 times. Only Drago has beat the stage more times than him. But in his 9 attempts, he has then beat Stage 2 on all 9 of those occasions, and has finished in the top 3 on every occasion he's made it to the 3rd stage. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most successful competitor of all time on Ninja Warrior of Halo. He is a man who continuously strives to perform, to improve, to better his last performance. He so deserved the title of Grand Champion on Spartan Warrior, and he came with that same passion and fire to succeed on Ninja Warrior of Halo. But now he's achieved everything he's ever wanted. He has now decided that today will be his last ever appearance on the course. He will retire after today, but will never be forgotten for the contribution. He has been an icon for Ninja Warrior of Halo. So, the question now is, can Ree, on his last ever appearance, go all the way again? Re95. Truly an incredible competitor. Can he end his career on a high note? His 14th appearance, taking on Ninja Warrior of Halo, looking to beat Stage 1 for a 10th time. I literally, everything that's been said before No more words can be used to describe just how incredible a competitor Ree has been for this course. The Ninja Warrior of Halo would not be the same without him. The only person to have ever gone all the way. Moving nicely so far through the first 3 obstacles. Now for the jump hang. He's bounced his way across this obstacle many times before. Oh, he goes for the low option though this time round, but he's still fine. Moving nicely onto the new obstacle, the loop-de-loop. He's taken on plenty of obstacles in his time. How will he find this one? Absolutely fine. Now the reverse fly. Can he get this one? Ooh, yes he can, just about. Onto the warped wall. He's failed here before. Come on, Ree. Can he get it on his first attempt? No, come on, Ree. Less than 20 seconds left on the clock. You've got to get it on this attempt. Yes! Come on, Ree. He's going. He's going to make it, I think. Yes. He's got 10 seconds. The klaxon sounds. It's not going to stop Ree. It's his destiny to succeed. And succeed he did. There was no way he was going to fail stage 1 on his last appearance. And he's got Alpha Puma waiting for him. That's not Pandas. That is, although he is being a troll, waiting at the finish line for him. Alpha Puma's there to celebrate with Ree. Well done to Ree95. The Grand Champion, he beat stage 1 for the 10th time in his career. And we'll be moving on to the second stage. Celebrating with Puma. It was a typical Ree95 performance. Not rushing, not panicking. Nice and calm all the way through. Not taking any risks. Playing it safe. To such an extent, he went for the lower ledge on the jump hang. Reverse fly, there was a close call here as he only just made the landing platform and he did need 2 attempts at the warped wall, but he was still able to make it and move on. And in doing so, our 1000th ever competitor on this course also became the 140th stage 1 clear. Congratulations to Ree95, you're moving on to the second stage. And with that, we've come to the end of Stage 1, the last ever Stage 1 on the Xbox 360. 100 challenges tried, and a host of records were broken. Although it didn't look like that would be happening to begin with, at the beginning it looked like it was going to be the same old tournament, as we saw just 2 competitors clear out of the first 30 attempts, and only 3 clears by the time we reached our 70th runner. With many challengers, including a few veterans, struggling to defeat the redesigned Stage 1. However, from the 70th competitor onwards, they turned on the style. And the veterans that we saw run the course in today's episode once again showed why they are the best of the best. Out of the 20 challengers that ran in today's episode, 15 of them managed to succeed, which means that we will have a record 22 competitors moving on to Stage 2 on the final Xbox 360 tournament. And all of this was despite the first 3 obstacles proving to be incredibly merciless. The new sextuple step and redesigned crossbridge took out 35 competitors between them, whilst the rolling ball once again proved to be the ninja killer as it single-handedly took out another 23 challengers. It was clear then where the battle was won and lost. Although it did take out a couple of familiar faces, with only 11 failures, the jump hang proved to be its least effective since Tournament 12. 31 challengers made it past the jump hang and into the second half of Stage 1, and out of those 31, only 9 of them then failed to complete the stage. Although that did include 2 veterans, Snosbreeze, who failed the new reverse fly, and Sakeshi, who ran out of time on the last obstacle with the finish line in sight. So let's take a look at the final Stage 1 leaderboard. Experienced veteran game types got the fastest time and was also the only competitor to finish with more than 20 seconds left on the clock. He was followed by All-Star Smoky Massacre, Halo Ninja Warrior champion Buddy Jumps, and Alpha Puma, who on his first time beating Stage 1 got the 4th fastest time. He was then followed by Sane the Legend, the man who unbelievably finished in first place in the last tournament and is looking to go even further this time round. He got the 5th fastest time. Then it was Master Nuramak, All-Star Drago is Sick, Veteran Elite MKB, another veteran I Spiteful, newcomer Resident Kong finished in the top 10, Cam 2602, Killer the Man, Spartan jumping veteran Ump Double Ump. Lethal Lizard, the brother of Master Nuramek, beat stage 1 for his first time. Soul Reaper 1025, Grand Champion Re95 and All-Star X-Dom-Dom-X, who both will be retiring after today's tournament. Newcomer Shadier Degree, Red Alice 13, Sideshow Freak, Expose and Gotenks, who got the slowest time. This has, without a shadow of a doubt, been the most successful tournament of all time for our competitors, as we've watched newcomers, regulars, veterans, all-stars, and even the first ever female competitor successfully defeat Stage 1. Every single one of these 22 competitors are a part of a record-breaking group, and can be proud of this accomplishment. Now though, we're going to watch over the next 2 episodes as this record-breaking group take on the second stage. With more challengers through to the second stage than ever before, this is surely our best chance to see a second total victory. Do one of these finalists have what it takes to become a Grand Champion? Could one of the new rising stars go all the way? Could one of the challengers retiring after today's tournament end their careers with the greatest feat of them all? Or could Re95 steal the crown for himself for a second time on his last appearance on the course? No matter what happens, this will be the most action-packed and intense Stage 2 of all time. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode, this incredibly long episode, and if you have, like, comment and subscribe, and join us again next time for the first episode in Stage 2, as we'll see the first group of our record-breaking group attempted. Until next time guys, I've been Hunt Unit 751 saying thank you, and goodbye.